Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to go through another live trade with you guys. So I took these trades on Monday, April 4th, and I traded Amazon and SPX that day. But with Amazon, I made around $14,000 on two trades, a total of 20 minutes I was trading. So I'll go through with both of those scalps with you guys. They were scalps to the downside, I believe, but I'll go through that with you guys as well as market sentiment on the day as well. As always, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more content, and let's just go ahead and get started. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get started. So like I said, these trades were with Amazon and it was actually Amazon calls, not puts. So I'm going to show you guys my game plan for that day. So I had Amazon on watch and I had Amazon calls above 3,300 for price targets of 3,305, 3,310. And just to show you guys as well, same as here, I had Amazon above 3,300. And that is when I entered when I broke 3,300 and my price targets were 3,305, 3,310. And then my second break on Amazon was above 3,315 for calls. So let's go ahead and take a look at that day. Alright guys, so like I said, my initial entry for Amazon was above 3,300, price targets of 3,305, 3,310, and then 3,315. Really, I didn't have another level on Amazon above 3,300 to 3,315, so that should have really been my price target. And then above 3,315 to 3,337, and I kind of messed up my exit on this one, and I left a lot of profit on the table. The market was a little bit shaky that day, so I wasn't that comfortable trading the upside with Amazon. On top of that, Fed was speaking this week on Wednesday, depending on when I post this, but there was Fed minutes coming out on Wednesday, so I expect choppiness on Monday. However, the market kind of ran in the morning. So I'm going to also pull up NASDAQ chart here, and this was a NASDAQ's chart here at open. The reason why I was a little bit nervous was because ES wasn't moving as well to the upside in comparison to NASDAQ on Monday. So if you look at ES on Monday, it wasn't moving as clean to the upside in comparison to the NASDAQ, which is why I was a little bit nervous taking Amazon, just because Amazon does tend to react to SPY as well. And SPY reacts to ES, and you can see here in the morning, ES was a little bit shaky prior to over here. ES was a little bit shaky right around here until it finally made the move up, and even then it wasn't as clean as the NASDAQ's move. You can see that it was struggling to break some of its levels. Let's go ahead and look at the videos. All right, so I don't remember exactly what time I entered Amazon, so we'll see in the video. It's 9:37 here. And Amazon's close to 3,300, so you can see the chart right here. So I'm getting ready to fill my order. I believe I entered this at 9:38 if I remember. There you go. Amazon's holding 3,300 here slightly. I should be entering soon. There we go. I look to enter here. Like I said, I was a little nervous, so you can see how my entry was delayed there. I did hesitate a few seconds. Usually I would enter on the open of this candle above 3,300, but I was a little bit hesitant just because of ES. And like I said, my targets on this was 3,305 and 3,310. So if we look, I entered here at I entered here at 9:38 once this candle broke above 3,300. Did struggle a little bit here. We did see some sellers step in, push the candle down, but overall I was holding the 32.95, which ended up being my stop loss on this. Held 32.95 and made the move up. Let's see where I exited this. Whoops, where's the right here? Premium did make a nice little move up, and I was in 15 contracts on this. All right, we got 15 seconds to the next candle open, which is the 9:39 candle. All right, next candle opens up here, and this is where we get the little push. I don't remember where exactly I exited this, but I guess we'll see. All right, candle starts to pick up here. Like I said, this was the 939 candle here, starts to pick up. Held 32.95 really well. Still had some volume here on this 939 candle, and the 5-minute candle also was holding well here. So this is your 5-minute this was your 5-minute bullish candle here that I entered on, and then I was waiting for the next 5 minutes to open up above 3,300, which it did end up opening above 3,300. And let's just finish watching this. So I'm gonna forward just slightly a little bit. Like I said, I don't remember exactly where I exited this. Okay, this is 940. Premium's up about $2 now. So right now we're on the 940 candle, which is this one, open nicely above the 3,300 level. So that's good. That's what we want to see. We want to see candles opening above your levels and holding those levels on high volume. So volume starts to pick up on this candle as well. And I believe I exit at 940 on the, 941 on this. This was a 939 candle. Sorry, I believe I exit at 941 on this, but let's take a look. Okay, so we're still on the 940 candle. Got about 20 seconds to the next candle open. I was just looking at SPX as well, and I did actually enter SPX calls as well while I was in Amazon, because SPX I had a level at 45.50 and I was waiting for it to break. So it's kind of going back and forth between SPX and Amazon this day. I don't know if I enter SPX here, but I'm just forwarding over this. Okay, so I didn't end up entering SPX. Now we're on the 941 candle, almost 942, and I'm pretty sure I exit here. There we go. So there's my sell point. I entered at 938, exited at 942, and I made a profit about $4,400 on this one. Premium went from $48 to $51, so a pretty decent premium gain there. And if we look here, so I entered at this 938 candle here, and I exited my Amazon position. Let me double check. Forgot 942. So right at the open of this 942 candle is when I exited my Amazon position. After this candle closed, it was literally right after. I think this is a perfect exit here. I held past the 3305, 3310, and exited close to the 3315 level. So this one was a really good play here. I held to my next support. I held to my next resistance level. Nice quick scalp here on Amazon. Futures was supporting the move, so Nasdaq had a clean bullish momentum on the 5-minute. Amazon on the 5-minute, again, clean bullish momentum. This was the 940 5-minute candle here. Lots of volume on this 941 candle, nice push here. So this was a very, very clean scalp on Amazon, one of a very high probability clean scalp. The next trade that I took, so this is where I messed up. I kind of FOMO'd back into Amazon at 943. So remember my exit was 942, and then at 943 I did think I left a lot of profit on the table because this 943 candle started to pick up, and instead of waiting for the break of 33.15, I kind of FOMO'd back into the trade because I thought I left a lot of profit on the table. So this sometimes can happen, and if you do end up FOMOing into a trade, just make sure that you have a stop loss in place, and at that point you create a trading plan right after you FOMO in, just so you can understand when to exit and for a profit and when to exit for a loss. My stop loss on this was 3,300, and my target on this was 3,320. Okay, so 20 was my target on this play on Amazon, but 33.37 should have been my target because I didn't have 33.20 as a level on Amazon. I just picked 33.20 because it was the next psych level. Every Amazon tends to move in 10-point increments. On top of that, I wasn't very confident in overall market sentiment, so I ended up exiting this a little early. I remember I left a lot on the table with this, and I did end up getting caught in the pullback here. So Like I said, if you saw here, I entered this at 9:43, so this was this 9:43 candle. I should have waited for the break of 33.15, but if you look, Amazon did pull back, and it pulled back right to the 9-day EMA, so I was solid in this play. No reason for me to exit at all. All of these candles, none of them once held below the 9-day EMA. 5 minutes still looks bullish. Not a lot of bearish sentiment here on this 5 minute 950 candle either, which was this price action. But even on the 1 minute, if you look, held that 9-day EMA all the way up really well. So even though I FOMO'd in, this ended up working out. I still had a stop loss set at 3,300 and was watching the overall trend of the stock. The overall trend of the stock, if you look at the EMA, is still bullish. So that being said, I ended up holding this, I think, to around 956, but let's take a look. So like I said, my target on this was 32.20, so I think I exited at 956 here, and I left a lot of profit on the table afterwards. So this is 944, so I'm going to forward some of this. I think the rest of this play is in the other, yeah, so it's in this one. So I also entered SPX at some point here, SPX calls. Okay, so let's move that. Yeah, so I exited Amazon. Okay, so this is 956 here. Amazon was there. It made a pump up, or it made a quick pop. So I don't know if you guys saw that on the premium. So I like to get out on the pop of a premium. So you see that pop right there, went from 49 all the way to 52. I do like to get out on the premium spike, and I ended up getting filled at 50.70, and I entered this at 47. 47.50. I would average this too. So 47.50, and the premium went to $50, almost $52, and that's where I exited. Ended up making around $9,500 on this play. And like I said, so if you look here, even though I FOMO'd into this trade at 943, overall the trend in the stock, because I have my 9-day EMA, 9-day EMAs tend to show trend lines, as well as the 21-day EMAs, which is why I use them. They are moving averages that are pretty much your trend for the stock. As long as the stock holds the EMAs, depending on what time frame you're looking at, the overall trend is still in place. Above your 9-day EMA, bullish trend. Below your 9-day EMA, bearish trend. You can see here overall still bullish here. Didn't have a huge significant move down. Even on the 5 minute, didn't have a huge significant move down. My stop was 3,300, so I did have room. And as you can see, it did make a move up. I exited on this pop at 956. So my target was 33.20. I ended up holding it to around 33.25. Amazon did make the move to 33.37, which was my next level of resistance. So technically I should have had that next level as my profit target. But like I said, because I FOMO'd into this trade, I never really had a set trading plan, because I deterred from my original one, which was to get in Amazon above 33.15. I didn't wait for the break of 33.15. I entered right after I exited my first scalp, because like I said, I thought I left a lot of profit on the table, ended up getting caught in a pullback. But overall, watch the trend on the stock, watch the 5 minute, watch the 1 minute 9-day EMA trend. And then also, if you look at futures here, this is your 950 candle and this is your 955 candle. Strong bullish trend on NASDAQ. Look at these 5 minute candles opening up on top of the close of the previous candle. Strong bullish 5 minute trend here on NASDAQ. So really there was no reason for me to get out of Amazon on this pullback overall. Made a decent amount of money here on Amazon, $14,000 on the day. Overall, I traded SPX too, and I think I made around like $7,000 on SPX as well. So those are my 2 Amazon scalps. Hopefully this is helpful. Alright guys, so that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to comment down below. Also check out my description box. All of my social media and my website is linked in the description box below. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.